What's going on, guys? It's Eric again, back with another video. Welcome back to the Michigan Sports Hub. In today's video, we're going to talk about the college football and the college football bowl system. Think it's outdated, think it probably needs to go away, and I kind of want to share some of my thoughts on that. Should be a hopefully pretty interesting video, and hopefully we get some good stuff right down there in the comments. Also, guys, if you guys disagree with anything that I say, go ahead and put it right down there in the comments. I'd really like to know your opinions on it here. Anyway, we'll kind of get in right away here. Before I get into the video, I want to say Greg Biffle. I don't know if people know this or not. I'm sure probably most do that follow sports, and not NASCAR supposedly, but it kind of creeps in here from time to time. Other sports stuff does. He passed away yesterday in a plane crash. Pretty bad one, too. Him and his family passed away. Seems to be quite a bit of plane crashes here, and I hope it's not because of a lack of maintenance or something that they missed or just ignoring or whatever that is. Just, there's been a lot of plane crashes here, and I hope that stops, and I just pray for the extended family of Greg Biffle, because that's got to be horrible, horrible news just coming up a week from Christmas. I don't even know what even I would do if my parents passed away and something like that. So, anyway, let's get on to the video here. Don't want it to be all doom and gloom here. I think the college football system or the bowl system probably needs to go away. You have the 12-team playoff right now, which it kind of seems to be a little bit suspect here and there, but I think the playoffs are always going to kind of be suspect unless you're the NFL, which seems to have that down about getting the teams in and the records and the tiebreakers and things like that. I don't think college football has that quite yet, but they need something to better go about that. I don't know. Do you put the first two top teams in each conference, and then you have them say, "Hey, here we go. We're going to go at it," and then that takes care of the tiebreakers and things like that happen? Or is it you just do 1-2 in each conference and boom, you bring it in? Whatever the case may be, even the college football playoff system isn't all that really great, let's put it that way. But it's kind of what we got right now, and I don't think there's really much change in it here. Anyway, I got a couple talking points over here in this other monitor. The first big is the lack of competitive fairness to me. There's just really no. And now this is all AI driven. I'll admit I wanted it to, instead of giving my opinion, thought, hey, what are kind of people saying on here? And a lot of people are saying the big one is the lack of competitive fairness on here. You have teams that just don't. I don't want to say don't give a crap about the bowl system, but there's kids that are getting ready to go to the NFL that don't want to play. They don't want to risk getting injured and drop their draft stock, all that sort of stuff. So there's that coming into play here. And the big one to me is back in the day, at least not now, but back in the day of the bowl system, which was historically teams like Penn State in the 1970s and the 1980s were denying a chance at the national championship because the bowls didn't recognize the best matchups. They just said, hey, here's your two conference allegiances. Here they are. Boom, we're kind of going in. We've seen that with the 1997 Rose Bowl, where Michigan had to play, I believe it was Washington State, a Ryan Leaf-led Washington State, that at the time they were behind, and Tom Brady brought them back to, or goodness, was it Tom? No, it wasn't Tom Brady. Maybe it was Brian Griese. Brian Griese kind of put them up to that, brought them back into this. Hell, I don't even know if it was Ryan Leaf now at the time. Goodness, I can't even remember. I'd have to look it up. But anyway, those are the two names, the three quarterback names I remember. Michigan had to come back and win. Whoever was the quarterback made them. They changed their game plan, and boom, they ended up winning the AP National Championship. Now, it would have been Nebraska and Michigan for the national title, but because of the restrictions of the conferences and who they played at that point in time, you didn't have a clear-cut national champion like you do today with the playoff system. So there's that. And now you've got the dilution of the meaning of the bowl games. You got 40 bowl games now. What? Why? Why does college football need 40 bowl games? Maybe it's kind of gone down now, but at one point, there's probably even more than 40 at one point. Why do we have so many bowl games? There shouldn't be 40 bowl games, or whatever the number is now. It shouldn't be that way. So I don't think there's that. There's dilution. There's dilution of the meaning of the game. And the fans often view the minor bowl games as irrelevant, like the CMU matchup against Northwestern. It's going to be at Ford Field right around Christmas time. Why even have that bowl? Just a chance to showcase at a different stadium. Wow, you made the postseason. It has zero meaning anymore. Back in the day, you really only had like 4 bowl games. You had the Rose Bowl, you had the Cotton Bowl, you had the Peach Bowl, and the Orange Bowl. I think is what it was. Maybe there was 4. Maybe I'm kind of going back in time. Maybe there's one that I missed, or maybe there's 5 total bowls, and that was the top teams in the NCAA that played. Now there was no playoff system. It just said, "Hey, here's the top teams, and here they are, and boom, right out here for you." There shouldn't be 40 bowl games anymore. There just shouldn't be. I know it's all driven by money and all that sort of stuff, but come on, that ship has since sailed. There should be no. You have the college football playoff system now. A lot of that money is getting filtered in that way. No one's watching. I'm not watching the bowl games. Why would I want to watch the bowl games? There's no reason for me to watch them, other than if you're a fan of Central Michigan. My father's a fan of Central Michigan. He might watch it, but he's not a real diehard football fan. He may watch it. We even talked about even going to Ford Field and watching that game. But I don't want to spend $75 a ticket to go down to Detroit, down to Ford Field and watch 2 mediocre teams. You have a Central Michigan team and you have a Northwestern team. I really don't want to watch 2 mediocre football teams kind of battle it out only because they became bowl eligible. Don't want to see that. That's poor football to me. And the last and not least one, there's a couple more here which I'm not really going to touch on here, but the big one is now that the playoffs are here, they trump everything. The playoff, and I said kind of before, the playoffs trump everything. There's no reason to have bowl games anymore, other than to maybe have football on. But then at this point now, you got the NFL playoffs kind of coming up here, trying to figure out who's going to make it. Are a lot of people here are from the Detroit area or who follow the Lions. Are the Lions going to make the playoffs? That's kind of what we're kind of focusing on right now. Michigan might not even play in their bowl game. They made it to the Citrus Bowl. They might not even play the bowl game. I haven't seen whether that's going to happen or not because of the Sharon Moore bullshit that's been happening here the last couple of weeks. So I don't even know if that's even going to happen. If Biff is Biff, I can't believe the name of him, but anyway, I don't know if they're even going to play in the bowl game. They might just cancel. They might just say, "Hey, you might want to find somebody else to play in the Citrus Bowl if you can find them now." So that Citrus Bowl might not even happen. So there's a lot at stake. You have the college football playoffs going on, and you got the NFL trying to figure out what are the teams that are going to be in the wild card spot, because usually by now the divisional playoff spots are usually set. It's the last maybe two, possibly 3 wild card spots that are going to have to be in it, and Detroit's right in it. So you got all that kind of going on too. And the bowl games are just way back in the rearview mirror at this point. There's no reason to watch college football, the low football games like the Holiday Bowl and the Cheez-It Bowl and the Tax Slayer Bowl. That's another thing I kind of want to talk about here. It's not on here. You have big corporations now, into this thing, just wanting to put their name out here. I think that's probably one of the reasons why you have 40-plus bowl games, or however many bowl games it is now. Corporations want their name out there. As a college football fan, to me, I don't give a shit about corporate, like the Tax Slayer Bowl. I don't give a shit about Tax Slayer. That's irrelevant to me. All I want to watch is good football, and those lower bowl games do not give us good football. Even the BCS is like that now. The 12-team playoff, same thing. I don't give a crap about a corporate sponsor here. I couldn't care any less about it. Just leave it the Rose Bowl. Just leave it the Orange Bowl. The corporate crap is just for the talking heads and the papers and the people that are trying to get it financed. Other than that, I don't give 2 shits. I don't give a shit about it. So there's that too. I hate how corporations kind of bleed into everything in here, and it's quite frustrating, especially in college football. But today's day of NIL, you got to have it. So those are kind of my points. I believe there's many more points I could kind of go on here. I don't want to spend we're already up to what now here, 10 minutes, a 10-minute video here. I could probably go on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes on here. But I know I would lose a lot of my watchers on here, even though at this point in time, I've only got 22 subscribers. And maybe this Video may get 100 views, maybe. And at that point, you're gone way back. You've left probably a minute and a half at tops, if you've even made it this far. If you've made it this far, I congratulate you, because I can go on and ramble and ramble and ramble. So, anyway, I'm sure there's parts of this video that you guys probably want to put in here. If you do, go ahead and put it right down there in that comment section, guys. I'd really like to know what you guys think about this. I'll probably I might debate you, or I might be like, yeah, I didn't quite think of that. Go ahead and put your comments kind of right down there in that comment section, guys. Also, why don't you guys make sure to hit that like button. If you guys hit that like button, it's going to go out into the YouTube algorithm. Maybe other people in the sports world are going to kind of watch this video. Maybe they might agree with me. Maybe they might not agree with me. Or maybe they might think I'm way out in left field on this, and what I'm talking about is way irrelevant. But it's not going to get there until you hit that like button and the algorithm kind of spreads it out here. So go ahead and put that out there too. Also, guys, if you kind of want more content like this, we just don't talk about college sports. We talk about the Lions. We talk about the Tigers, which I'm a big Tigers fan here. I try to get into some Pistons and some Red Wings talk. We certainly talk about college sports in here because I'm a big college football fan, and I got to start talking about college basketball here real quick because we're coming into the Big Ten season, and Michigan and Michigan State look to be very, very good contenders here. So you're going to have to watch that here as well. Also, guys, as always, hit that subscribe button. Just hit the subscribe button. It's gonna, the more content or the more subscribers I have, it'll push out to more. The algorithm will push out more, and also with the more likes, always that same stuff here, guys. And if you guys like this content, make sure you hit the bell notification, hit all, so you guys get more videos just like this one. All right, guys, I got big stuff to do today. It's getting up to be Christmas time. We're gonna go do Christmas lights. We're gonna go see Santa with the grandkids. It should be a good day and a good weekend. Guys, if I don't see you again, have a very Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. And deuces! Take care, guys.